Hello, hello, hola, hola, it's Hola Nature.
Hola familias, bienvenidos a todos. Welcome everyone to the Hola Nature podcast. I am your Spanish-speaking, nature-loving, horsing around host, Naomi, and I can barely rein in my excitement for today's episode where we will learn all about, caballos. Let's saddle up and say hola to nature. One thing that I love about this podcast is that we get to learn about so many amazing different things in nature, from plants to animals, even all the way to outer space. I'm realizing that all of my favorite things to talk about have to do with nature. Do you feel the same way? Hemos hablado mucho sobre la primavera en los últimos episodios. Bueno, es porque me encanta la primavera, but I thought we could stir up, get it? Stir up? Some new ideas, and mis hijas y yo nos gustan mucho los caballos. Hey! Caballo. Did you guess what we're learning about yet? That's right, horses. Caballos. Do you love them as much as I do? Bueno, amigos, empecemos con palabras importantes en español. La primera palabra, ya la he dicho, es caballo. 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 Súper. Y es importante notar que en países diferentes van a pronunciar esa palabra en varias maneras. We all have different accents, and my really good friend from Argentina says caballo. Caballo. And I love it. Pero yo digo caballo. I wanted to point out that there are so many amazing and beautiful ways to pronounce it depending on where you're from. Bueno, caballo es para horse in general. Caballo. But we know that there are so many different aspects of horses. If you're talking about a female horse specifically, in English we call that a mare. En español se dice yegua. 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 Super. A baby male horse could of course be un caballito. Caballito en español, pero también se dice potro. 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 Super. And that means colt in English. A colt is a baby boy horse, a baby male horse. And a filly is a baby or a young female horse. Se dice potra. 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 Excelente. Ok, tenemos caballo, yegua, potro, potra. Ahora vamos a aprender más sobre los caballos. Horses are such incredible animals, and there is a lot to learn about them. So let's start by learning different parts of a caballo. Make sure you grab the Spanish freebie for this week because I'll go ahead and make a poster for you with all of these words labeled out on a horse. Bueno, me encantan las crines de los caballos. La crine is the mane, the long, beautiful, flowing mane, la crine. Excelente. También los caballos tienen colas muy largas y bonitas. Cola. Cola. La cola is the tail. And I always love having a caballo nuzzle my hand with their muzzle. En español se dice hocico. 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 Super. Bueno, amigos, ya es mucho. Remember, if you want to learn even more Spanish words about horses, go to the podcast page of our website for this episode's show notes and freebie. Oh my goodness. Outside my window, I see the forest fairies that live in the bosque next to my casa riding on grasshoppers como si fueran caballos. Haditas, what are you doing? Do you want to come in and learn a Spanish poem with me? Hola, Aditas! I'm so glad you're here. ¿Cómo están?
Bien.
See? Do you have new names this week?
Horsey.
Wait, whoa. Hold on, espérate. ¿Cómo te llamas esta semana?
Horsey.
Horsey. ¿Y tú?
Caballito.
¿Y tu nombre es Caballito?
Caballito blanco.
Oh, whoa. It's almost as if
No, es caballito blanco.
solo Caballito. You were just outside my window riding on those saltamontes as if they were caballos. Where did you learn how to ride like that?
Well, horseback riding lessons with grasshoppers.
Oh. Do you like riding on saltamontes?
Yeah.
Muy bien, esta semana estamos aprendiendo sobre caballos. ¿Qué piensan de los caballos?
Cool.
¿Les gustan?
Yeah, but the big ones the real horses are way too big.
Oh, really? Have you ever ridden on a horse before?
No.
¿Pueden montar caballos? ¿Pueden montar a caballos como Aditas?
Yeah. Well, sometimes even their names.
Oh, you sleep in their manes? Is that why sometimes horses have like flowers in their manes? Do you guys braid them in?
Yeah.
Wow, excelente. You're so creative. Okay, just in case we have any new amigos tuning in at home, we're going to learn un poema en español, ¿cierto?
Sí.
And we'll learn it línea por línea, and you'll repeat it after me. What should our friends do at home as they listen?
Repeat after us.
Should they say it with you?
Sí.
Muy bien. How do we feel about silly voices, though?
Ooh.
Ooh, let's do a spooky voice today. Any other voice ideas for today?
No sound at all.
No sound at all? Well, that wouldn't work. How would everyone listen?
We could whisper.
We could, I don't know. What if our amigos want to learn this whole poem in English and Spanish and also find some super cool Spanish freebies like coloring pages for this episode? Where do they go?
niñosandnature.com.
The podcast page of our website, niñosandnature.com. Okay, ¿están listas, Aditas?
Yeah, are you ready?
Yo estoy lista. Hagámoslo.
Sí.
Caballito blanco.
Caballito blanco.
Caballito blanco.
Caballito blanco.
That was a very spooky voice. Llévame de aquí.
Llévame de aquí.
Llévame de aquí.
Llévame de aquí.
Muy bien. Okay, let's do those dos líneas at the same time. ¿Listas?
Sí.
Okay. Caballito blanco, llévame de aquí. Muy bien. Okay, the next two lines. Here's the next one. Llévame a mi pueblo.
Llévame a mi pueblo.
Llévame a mi pueblo.
Llévame a mi pueblo.
Donde yo nací.
Donde yo nací.
Oh, we can do that sky voice from Paw Patrol. Donde yo nací.
Donde yo nací.
Let's do those lines together. Llévame a mi pueblo donde yo nací. Super. Do you think we could do las cuatro líneas juntas?
Sí.
Sí, ¿listas?
Sí.
Okay. Caballito blanco, llévame de aquí. Llévame a mi pueblo donde yo nací. Phew, bien hecho, Aditas. And so our friends can learn the rest of this poem on our website, right?
Yeah.
I love learning poemas y rimas en español con ustedes. ¿Qué van a hacer el resto del día?
Ride grasshopper.
What?
Ride grasshopper.
¿Otra vez?
Yeah.
Muy bien.
Because it's faster to home.
Oh, it's a quick way home.
Adios.
Adios. Do you have anything else you want to share?
I lost it too.
You are making this
I
up at this
lost
point.
it too.
Alrighty. Gracias, Aditas. Hasta la próxima.
Hasta la próxima. Adios.
Ciao. Are you looking for engaging ways to help your kids become bilingual or learn Spanish? Look no further. Imagine the joy of your children laughing along with characters, exploring new worlds, all while easily picking up Spanish. But how? Here's where LingoPie steps in. LingoPie offers an extensive collection of Spanish TV shows perfectly suited for young learners. From colorful animations to educational programs, there's something to captivate every child's interests. And the best part? With LingoPie's interactive features like clickable translations, adjustable playback speeds, and flashcards, your kids can actively engage with the content, making learning Spanish a breeze. LingoPie isn't just for kids, it's a platform that caters to learners of all ages. You can explore LingoPie's collection of adult TV shows in Spanish and learn alongside your kiddos. So if you're ready to embark on this bilingual journey with your kids, give LingoPie a try. Click the link in the description and see how LingoPie can help your whole family learn Spanish. Bueno, familias, hemos llegado a la hora de descubrir datos curiosos sobre el mundo natural. This is where I try to blow your mind with epic nature facts and ask you,
¿Sabías que? ¿Sabías que? ¿Sabías que?
Did you know? ¿Sabías que los ojos de los caballos son los más grandes de todos los mamíferos terrestres? Now, I was thinking that elephants would have the largest eyes out of any land mammal, pero no es así. Los caballos no solamente tienen los ojos más grandes, sino también su ojo es monocular, lo que le permite ver su entorno a ambos lados. I guess it pays off to have eyes on the sides of your heads. Horses have a near 360-degree range of vision. I would love to be able to experience the world through los ojos de un caballo just for a moment. I never thought of it before, but now I'm so curious. ¿Sabías que los dientes de los caballos nunca, pero nunca, dejan de crecer? Can you imagine if your teeth never stopped growing? Los caballos son animales herbívoros y los dientes están expuestos a un gran desgaste, ya que comen entre 12 y 18 horas diarias. Wow. Es decir, que se gastan, pero siguen creciendo simultáneamente. If our teeth never stopped growing, we would have to be herbivorous animals, like horses, that eat the same amount of food. So 12 to 18 hours a day we would be snacking. That would wear our teeth down so they didn't grow out of our head. No lo puedo imaginar. ¿Sabías que el tipo de caballo más antiguo de la prehistoria existió hace unos 55 millones de años? Poco después de que se extinguieran los dinosaurios. Okay, this fact isn't epic just because horses have been around for 55 million years, but because way back, los antepasados de un caballo were the size of a small perrito, a little doggy. ¿Pueden imaginar un pequeño caballo del tamaño de un perrito? Of course, I'm sure they looked very different 55 million years ago. Tenían más dedos, dientes diferentes y una espalda más curvada. Pero aún así, I love thinking about how these big, beautiful animales that we know today, and they've had such an amazing impact on our lives and our history as humans, and they evolved from such a tiny little creature so long ago. So wild to think about. Speaking of horses, ooh, yikes, I gotta go take my kids to their horseback riding lessons. I'll be back in just a bit.
Shh, guarda silencio, Pip. Naomi va a oírnos.
Remind me why we snuck into the girls' backpack again? Why are we sneaking off to their horseback riding lessons?
Quiero montar a un caballo, Pip.
You want to do what? You're a hamster. You can't ride a horse.
Pero es mi sueño, Pip. También sé que cerca del establo hay una pradera muy grande con un montón de flores comestibles.
Okay, I'll go nibble on some flowers with you. But I have no desire to ride a horse. You're on your own with that one, buddy. Ah, shh, they're looking back here. I thought we'd be stuck in those backpacks forever. Wow, this is amazing. Let's not go too far from the car, though. I don't want to get stranded here if they leave without us.
Está bien, pero quiero montar a un caballo. ¡Wow!
Watch out, Nacho. That horse almost ran right over you.
¡Phew! Corren tan rápidos. Tal vez tienes razón. A lo mejor no debo intentar montar a un caballo.
Of course, you shouldn't ride a horse today.
¿Escuchaste eso?
Did I hear what?
Un relincho de un caballo. Oh, suena triste.
I didn't hear any whinny. I think you're imagining it. I do hear it.
Viene de ahí, detrás del establo. Vamos a ayudar, Pip.
Help? Us? What can we do?
Pip?
Oh, okay, let's go. But we have to make it back here before they leave.
Entonces, apúrate, amigo.
Oh, look. That horse is laying down. Is it okay?
Caballo. ¿Estás bien, caballo?
Nacho, don't tell me you speak.
Dice que le duele el casco.
It's hoof? I don't want to go anywhere near that horse hoof. What if it steps on us?
No va a hacernos daño, Pip. Está herido. Nos necesita. No te preocupes, caballo. Vamos a ayudarte.
Ah, okay. Let's see. I see something.
Es una espina. Caballo, tienes una espina. Pip va a quitarla.
I'm going to take it out?
Sí, eres más fuerte. Debes cantarle una canción también.
Well, what are you going to do when I take out the thorn and sing to this injured horse?
Buscaré llantén mayor para poner en su casco.
Well, why can't I just look for the wild plantain and you can...
Pip, no tenemos tiempo. Quítala.
Oh, okay. Here I go, little horsey. Nice horsey. I can't hurt you. I'm just a hamster, okay? I'm going to take out this little thorn. Don't worry, little horse. It will be all right. Just let me... I got it.
Bien hecho, amigo. Ahora voy a poner un poquito de esta planta. Listo. Caballo, ya estás bien.
Look, it's getting up. Oh no, Nacho. Did you just hear that car start? They're about to leave without us. Nacho, where are...
Sube, amigo. No hay tiempo que perder.
How did you get on that horse so fast? Okay, I'll climb up the tail.
Arre, caballito.
Woo! Catch that car.
Pip, tenemos que saltar por la ventana.
Jump through the window? We aren't cowboys, Nacho. We're hamsters.
No tenemos otra opción, amigo. 1, 2, 3, ¡salta! ¡Ah!
Oh my goodness. How do we just do that? Well, you wanted to ride a horse. I need to close my eyes for a minute. That was wild.
¡Uy! Ahora sí somos vaqueros, Pip. Tenemos que regresar la próxima semana.
Oh my gosh, familias, that was such a wild experience. We were leaving my daughter's horseback riding lesson, and all of a sudden, as we were driving away, this beautiful caballo came up and was just running alongside of our coche. It was just for a moment, but wow, that was amazing, huh? My hamsters, Nacho and Peep, they do look extra exhausted today. Maybe they were just running on the wheel while I was gone. Huh, I don't know. Anyway, hemos aprendido mucho sobre los caballos hoy. Let's review our Spanish words one more time so that you feel super confident. La primera palabra que aprendimos es caballo. Caballo for horse. Caballo. Fantástico. Remember that you can always repeat words after me, but it is totally fine if you just want to listen as well. If we want to talk about a female horse, decimos yegua. Yegua. Yegua is a mare. Y para hablar de los bebés, puede decir caballito. For a baby or a little horse, caballito. Pony is also a Spanish word that is a cognate for pony. Just to add that in there, pony, pony. Muy bien. But to talk about a colt, which is a baby male horse, se dice potro. 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 Y para hablar de fillies, a filly is a young female horse, se dice potra. Potra. Excelente, familias. We learned a few different partes of a caballo. Crin. La crin. Crin is the mane. La cola. Cola is the tail. Cola. And the muzzle, kind of like the nose or mouth area, maybe you could call it a snout on a horse. I know it is a snout on other animals. Se llama el hocico. 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 Excelente, amigos. Look at all of those new palabras en español that you learned with me. And I promise on the podcast page for this episode, there are so many more palabras en español that you can learn all about caballos. And maybe you have some horses near your home and you can go and visit them and practice your Spanish words while you look at them. That would be so special. Bueno, familias, don't forget to grab your Spanish freebie for this week. The podcast library of my website is password protected, but if you go to the details of this episode below, you can find a link to sign up and get the super secret password and enjoy all of the free Spanish printables for every episode of this podcast. Also, don't forget that if you love learning Spanish with me, I have nature-based Spanish courses and curricula for families and kids of all ages. Check that out on my website under Spanish courses. I am slowly coming out with more and more self-published Spanish journals and notebooks for kids. You can already find my Spanish Nature Journal on Amazon, and now I have a brand new Spanish Gratitude and Growth Mindset Journal for kids. It is so fun. My own kids and I, we've been using it every day. Both of those are linked in the show notes below as well if you want even more ways to practice your Spanish at home every day. Okay, amigos, as always, I am so proud of all of the Spanish learning that you are doing, and gosh, I feel so lucky that I get to be a part of it. If no one has told you yet today, wow, you're an amazing person. This world just would not be the same without you in it, and I feel so lucky to be able to spend this time learning español with you. This is where we need to say hasta la próxima, and know that I cannot wait until next time when we get to say hola to nature.